How's it? My name is Martin and my wife Lynn is behind the iPhone video. We are about to embark on a road trip and we thought we would share this with fellow South Africans. The road trip's unique because it's the first time it's going to be done in an electric car. This is a full electric car, the Jaguar pace. So we're planning to go up the N1 and stop in various places and little video clips of that every day, and end up in Clarence and Golden Gate. And then on the way back we're going to come more down the center of the country with Graaff-Reinet, Mountain Zebra Park, National Park, Tsitsikamma Park, and then back down the N2. So that's the plan. Fortunately, Gridcars has got rapid chargers or DC chargers throughout the route, and so we're going to top up and fill up on the various stages, and so that will be an interesting thing for viewers to see. So this car can do roughly 26 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. That's its electrons that it consumes. So it's quite a thirsty electric car in modern standards, but it has a lot of other features. It's got a good range, of at least 350 k's, but we're going to be testing that on the way. So in preparation for the trip, I have made sure the tires are pumped up to maximum pressure, so it's 2.5 in the front and 3 at the back. The car's been preconditioned, and I've made sure that it's properly clean so that the vents in the front of the car that suck the air up over the car are absolutely efficient. So the car's got a drag coefficient of 0.29, which is very good for an SUV, but I think it's not really an SUV or a sedan. It's kind of a hybrid type car, but it's important to know this is a full electric car, and we're excited about the trip. And what are we doing is showing you how the car performs, its consumption, and how much it has cost us in refueling or electricity for the entire trip. I hope you enjoy it. So this is the video of us about to depart from Cape Town. As you can see, the kilowatt hour per 100 kilometer, I've been very gentle with the car over the last month. So the computer in the car is registering only 25 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometer. I think I'll probably be doing a similar sort of mileage. The app that determines the distance that you can go works on 26 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometer. The other important screen to note is what the car's charge is, and this is how it's portrayed in the I-Pace. So we at 100%, and on the normal mode it's 399 kilometer range, but if you change it to the eco mode, which I've just done, it's changed to 417 kilometers. I think that is generous, but we'll see how we go and keep you updated. So we've reached Worcester and we're going to charge here. Our destination today is Prince Albert, which is 400 kilometers from Cape Town. As you can see, we have done 110 kilometers and we've been using 25.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. The car's recording 61% battery, so we will have to charge obviously before getting to Prince Albert. You may ask, why are we charging when we can charge, say, at Lainsburg, and why charge here? I think the dictum is always be charging, ABC, as Bjorn says. So we're going to use this charger, and it's a 60 kilowatt hour charger, and hopefully it's working. Here we are at Worcester. It's interesting to see the snow. Obviously, if the ambient temperature is cold, the car doesn't perform as well, but it is a beautifully sunny winter's day, so its battery I think is at the optimal temperature. I will obviously condition before I leave here at Worcester, the 60 kilowatt hour charger at Worcester. It looks like it's working. It's a very nice charger because it's the most powerful you get in South Africa. This is 60 kilowatt hours, but the car can take 100 kilowatt hours. So we are charging here, topping up completely, and then we could make the destination Prince Albert, but we will see how we go. You may ask, if we come to the back of the car, you'll notice that the car is called PV amped. PV amped, and you probably want to know why we call it PV amped, or this video has been called PV amped. It's because in Cape Town I charge my car from the solar, the PV, and I never have to fill up at a public charger. But these chargers are all through the country and very available with grid cars, and let's hope it all works out in the trip. The first one is successful. Thank you. So we are at Mountain Mill, a restaurant called The Dam, and we are charging, and this is the app on the phone which tells me my car's just gone from 77 to 78%. As you know, we started at 61% about 10 minutes ago, so you can see rapid charging. It'll get ramped up to about 64 kilowatts per hour. And if we just pan out, we can see Mountain Mill with the mill in the foreground and the mountain in the background, and some nice coffee break. So we are leaving Worcester now. We have topped up the car to nearly 90%, 30 minutes having coffee, and that gave us about 30% extra battery. We're intending to stay at Lainsburg, so top up at Lainsburg, so there's no problem not being 100%. Just to note that it's better to drive the car on low regen rather than high regen, because the car is more efficient and rolls easier. The high regen is only best in a traffic environment. So yeah, next stop, Lainsburg. So this is a video of the Hex River Valley, Jaguars, with the snow in the background from the recent cold front. Thank goodness we haven't got any load shedding with the cold, but it's a beautiful winter's day, sunshine and absolutely no cloud cover. Well, we've reached Lainsburg. Unfortunately, it's not good news with regard to the charging and the consumption. The consumption was 28.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. We regened 5, but we were mostly going uphill out of the Hex River Valley to the top of the Karoo with a blockhead wind. So hopefully this is the most that I'll be using, because we're down to 28%. We would not be able to get to Prince Albert with this. So hopefully this charger in front here is going to be working. Otherwise we're going to be spending a lot of time in Lainsburg. So let's hope that this is the worst consumption that we have on the trip. Blockhead wind uphill, and I did not I went at the 120 speed limit. So this is the Lainsburg charger. It's a 30 kilowatt hour charger, so you'll see what it ramps up to if it gets up to 30 kilowatts, but we're only going to do 130 k's to get to Prince Albert. Yeah, not very cold, and see how Lainsburg is. On the way to Prince Albert, beautiful flowers on the side of the road. And I'm not sure, I think that's, not sure, the mountain range there in the background. Snow on the mountain range. There again, we've finally reached Prince Albert, and we've plugged into the garage plug here. I've had to use my long extension, and I'm on 16 amps. So 16 amps overnight. It's going to be 22 hours before I get a full charge. So we'll have about 12, so 16 hours. So I should be at about, I would guess at about 70% before we leave tomorrow. Quite enough to get to Beaufort. Yeah, the consumption was quite hectic to get here. 29 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which is way more than I normally do. So I'm having a bit of anxiety about tomorrow, but if we charge fully at Beaufort and don't exceed 100 kilometers an hour, we should make our destination fine. We've been here a few times. This is the Dennehof Guesthouse, and yeah, it's highly recommended. So this was the lead that was offered to me. There is no way you're going to charge on this lead. So we've just plugged it in to a normal 3-socket plug, and I've got the heavy lead with the caravan plug adapter pulling 16 amps. So hopefully that will do the trick. Dennehof Guesthouse. Our place on trickle charge. Gonna be a cold night.